You know, our aim is to edit this, is to edit what we have here, that these pad footings that we brought from ProtaStructure so that they look presentable. You can see how they look like. Huh? They are very confused and they have a lot of undefined details. So we want to do a good edit so that finally we have our end product as this. So how do you do this? So you first choose one of the column like this one. Let me pick this. So you can simply pick this. You can see this one's 1500 by 1500. Let's just look at what we have. Or alternatively, you can just copy closer. You can just copy this. So just copy selected because you want to leave the original here and just move it closer to where we have these pad footings here. As you can see, they are of different sizes. This is 11,000, this is 1,000, like that. So let's just look what we want to edit here. So we have this one as, what's the size of this pad footing? This one is 1500 by 1500. And this one is, so we have 1500 by 1500, similar to this also 1500 by 1500. This also 50. So you come and pick here a pad footing that is of same size to make your work easier. So let me copy this one because this one is for 1500 by 1500. And it has the double reinforcement, but this one doesn't have the double reinforcement. But remember that I taught you why we need this. You can see these two. These are combined pad footing. That's why you can see it has some double reinforcement. Yes, I explained that. So you can just see how these details are up to date with some engineering concepts. So we know that what you have on our end there is not a double reinforced footing. So I'll just pick this one. So I'll just copy this. Let me just ensure that I don't copy any other. I can just do a right click like this. Right click, copy. So I can move it maybe to where I want to edit all my drawings, where I want to organize my drawing. Remember that the other drawing that I was working on, is here. So I can simply keep it here. Once I keep it there, you remember that this one, we already finished with this, so I can actually delete this one here because is what you are using to edit. Just undo, reselect it again, just delete. And then you simply come and copy this pad footing. Remember, I taught you how you can group these pad footing. So if you group them, there will be very few. So you're not going to edit all these. You only sample, like you have the 1500. So you can do those which are under 1500 category. You group them together. So let me pick this. Take it closer to this. So as you can see, there are a number of things that you want to do. Want to delete a number of things that are not necessary. The first one that you want to delete, so for our case here, we will not need this top reinforcements. So you have to delete it here. And also these labels. We don't need these labels. So you can simply pick this, all these labels, we don't need them. And to make our work easier, you can simply select this, check the line that we have this leader line as our layer. So just click here, just select the entire of this. Once you select it entirely, just right click, do a quick select. Once you do the quick select, select the layer type, and the layer type, just come and get, it is called the leader line. Then click OK and simply delete it. Another thing that we don't need, some you can simply select, we don't need all these. We don't need it. Or this you can leave the reinforcements so that they can guide you before you actually arrive at whatever you have. So what we'll need here, you can see these arrows. We need these arrows as they are these ones here. So how do you do that? So let's just first delete these labels. So we don't need these. So if you don't, if you had edited this one properly in ProtaStructure, then you will get pad footing without these top reinforcements. But because we didn't edit them at first, so we have first now to delete them because they are not necessary. Or we can simply leave that one. Let me undo. Now you should be noting that you can even write this one down because you need this information. This is 7y16 at a distance of 250. So maybe I can simply copy, but they are down here, they are below here, you can see. You have that information below here because I want to delete. This pad footing is 400. You can simply note that. The cover is 50. Yes, hello. So just clean. Just do a clean over of this. All these, we don't need them. But we'll need this column. Maybe you can simply leave this column here. So remember, we had the top and the bottom reinforcement. That's why you can see we have these two of bars here. But for our case, we can actually delete this. You can actually delete this rebars here. You can also delete these rebars here. So you can see, actually just follow through. I hope you are going to understand all what I'm doing. So we have this. So this is what is left. So what we'll do, you'll come and copy this. You can see this bar is this bar here that we have. So simply come and copy it, right click, copy. Do a select somewhere wherever that you want to copy it from. So you can simply move it across to this part. Just put it along this line. I think this one will be just be fine. Yeah, somewhere there. And now you can go ahead and delete. And now you also copy this one below here. You bring it over. So just bring it somewhere here. So once you do those, you can actually do this. Delete now these ones. You can see these bubbles are not very much professional. You can simply do away with them. Right click, just do this like a move. Or you can even delete this one because I want us to use the bubble from the other. So you can see what you only have there that looks alike is these two icons. So what you can do, you can actually do your dimension. So you'd also make sure that you delete this one because you are having a rectangular, not a rectangular, but a square footing. You don't need to section it on both sides. This single section below here will just be sufficient. This one here. So maybe you can simply you can just delete this and then copy this, move it closer to. So right click, copy, and now move it closer. So what we'll do, you can actually come. You can see now you want to tell the people on site that this rebar is moving from the entire of this side up to this end here. So you can copy this bubble. together with this. You just right click, copy. You can just pick it from here. Yes, you can simply put it there. Make sure that it is at the center of this circle here so that you communicate properly. Oh, I just forgot to copy the copy. So that's what we have for this rebate. I think that one we are done with. So let's come the one that is on top here. Just come and select it. Select this one as well. Yes, hello. Select this. You can text me via chat so that I can hear what you're saying. The place I am is a bit noisy, but we're only doing this, and then the rest will proceed tomorrow, and we'll have when we'll be at very peaceful place. So also this one, simply come and check over so that it fits well. So you can simply leave it there and then pick this, or you can simply move this down, this bubble, right click, copy at the center. Not you ought to even to have moved it, just leave it at that place. So that's what now we have our dimension. So the first thing that you'll do, you have to edit this rebus. And if you check from what we had I think this one we had 13. You see, you used the wrong rebus. This was a mistake here. You cannot use Y13. Maybe is it available in your country? So you need to understand how to do material selection so that you select the right rebus. So for this one, you can just give it maybe the 16. So for the number, it's okay, but for the bar size is not okay. So here we have 7. You can let me just give it. This one can be the 16, not the 13, and this one should be 7 in number. And also this one should be the 16, and they should be 7 in number. 7, the 16. Let's say you are using a spacing of maybe 200, not 175, just use 200, which is easier to work with on site. So also this one, you just ensure that this is 200. So you have actually now updated your bar. So what is left out is just to add these dimensions. So to add your dimension, you simply click on this. You click on this, put the auto mode on. Let me just do a proper dimensioning. Let's just do a linear dimension here. You can simply do like this. You want us to come to annotate continuous. So you can see what I'm dimensioning here. I'm just dimensioning the column size and this part here. So I can now get my dimension, linear dimension. Just click now again from here up to this corner here. And now you just bring it outside at a safer distance. Then just click again on your dimension. You can just come and you can click on this, come and touch on that, bring it outside, then come click on continue, mesh on that, and also mesh on this. Sorry, just click on this. Then get your linear dimension. Hello, get your linear dimension. Just click on this. Come up to the last part here. Bring it outside here at a safer distance, and then maybe you can just decide to select this. Right click, move it just below a bit. Yes, then get this dimension, this part here. This is the pad footing, the curve, I mean the cover. Then just come click on continuous. Now just come and dimension this part here. Just enter. If this 50 is just behaving like this, just right click, select this rebar, and then you can simply catch here and you just move it down. Just undo this auto mode, and then you can simply move it somewhere there, which will just be fine. So what are we left with? You can now just copy this, copy, bring it below here, and now label this. Maybe this base 1 based on how you group your bases. So you can simply write this one as B1, and then you give the number. Maybe if base 1 has several numbers, like let's say there are 5 in number, just give them 5. There are 7, give them 7. Let me write even 9. There are 9 in number. We want to assume that. So you can see now we are arriving at a very similar detailed pad footing, like what we actually have here professionally done. So we delete that. So the only thing that you need to do, we just come to home and then we just match properties. Match properties for this dimension, like click on this, and now just come and also click on this. So that we make our dimensions visible, just click on this. I can see this one is not working well, so just click on this match property. Let's find another dimensions that are more visible. Maybe we can click on this. So let me find another dimension somewhere which I can match with. Yes, let me click on that dimension and then I just come it over to my footing. This is again too large. Again, this is too large type of footing, but you can try find a way of making them visible. But I think they are not badly off even at with this. So maybe we can just try to print this. We see how it looks like. So if you just come to, you can simply get DWG to PDF, and then let's change it to A4. Maybe A4 is just fine. And then want to give it monochrome display. Instead of display, do a window. Then you can simply do this. You see how it will, but to understand that how it will actually appear, that one will give us, it's like we have just zoomed it out. Yes, you can see this dimension and this one are not very bad. You can just work with this one on site. Yes, you can see what we have here and what we actually have on our site. They are more or less same. So that is how we do that pad footing. So maybe I can simply screenshot and share it.